All right, so why don't I give you a little breakdown of a battle here. So this will likely be very one-sided, but you'll see how it goes in a situation like this. This is very low level. This is our little first level adventure we just generated up for you. And now we're going to show you now as he looks around and finds a little treasure in the middle of this little water thing. Now the penalty here is he has to spend double movement for any water movement because it's certainly not deep water. But is he going to run out there and grab the treasure? Looks good. The big swamp beast has disappeared. So let's see him go grab us some treasure and then let's see what happens.
All right, my move?
Yep. Pay the 2 points.
3, 4.
Okay. He's got to that. He's found some there. You're going to start grabbing some coins? Oh,
He can actually go
5,
6.
But he can't do anything.
And just look at this treasure.
Right. He can stare at the gold and the treasure. But suddenly there's squeaking sounds and all that. And these little rat-a-roonies that we saw before have suddenly crawled out figuring that they've got themselves a chance at a real meal. Because even though they're obviously cowardly and small, there's a lot of them. And our hero suddenly thinks, I might have a problem here. So how is he going to do? Is he going to try to fight his way in and grab the treasure and keep it? Or is he going to run for his little gutless life? It's up to him. So there we go. Goes to that point. This is where they move, what you call monster movement. They've made their initial movement, which is essentially my setup. It now goes to the player. It's his move and his response accordingly. So player's action. Gonna grab coins and run? What are you gonna do? Look at all those, there's a gem in there.
The coins are gonna be there when I'm done.
Oh, you think you're going to win this?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
So he's gonna go
Squeak.
1, 2.
Squeak.
Could it be 3, 4?
Yep.
And then he will take a defensive stance because I only move 4.
So you take full defense?
Yeah.
All right.
Full defense.
Okay, so now what you have is what we call Monster Mambo. Well, Monster Mambo's, since the monsters act on the players, all they do is move. Well, these rats are going to go, well, I don't care. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't quite get there unless it jumps in the water. And it doesn't want to get wet just yet. And these all, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 4, basically, as they come down the stairs and appear here. That's what they basically have done. It now goes to the player. Since he has leadership, he will act first, and then all monsters that are still engaged or able to attack him will then follow up from there. So you're up first. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. You are outnumbered. So at this point, your defense is at a 1-point disadvantage because you are outnumbered by the creatures. They didn't quite get on your back, which is unfortunate for them, so you're not going to really mess you up. What do you wish to do?
I'm going to fight defensively.
Okay.
So where I would normally fight with ease, I'm going to fight defensively.
Okay.
That way I can have a little better chance to win on my defense.
Got it.
So attacking this guy, I just miss. Ooh.
It squeaks and laughs at you. Keep going. Because all their monsters will get an attack at the end of the round.
That's the end of my
that's
round.
it.
Now it's how many defenses do I have?
You got 4 defenses.
Which would normally be at disadvantage, but since I fought defensively, it's straight up.
2 dice. So good luck.
All right, there we go. First one is a miss.
Okay, so you take 2 points of damage.
And I have 2 points of armor.
Okay, since you've been hit, no matter how much armor you have, if you get hit, unless you have a special ability, which most players don't, you're going to take what's called a glancing blow. And a glancing blow is always 1 point of damage. So no matter how crappy a little teeny creature is, you can always maybe find a way in and get a bite in somewhere. Not a big damage point, but your health is limited. All right, second save.
It's a miss again.
Oh, man, you're sucking it up here.
Number 3 is good.
All right, you missed that. That's great.
And number 4 is a miss. So
All right.
Take another glance.
That's so good. All right. Again, it goes to Monster Mambo. All right. 2, 4, 6. I don't think you're going to get out of this place alive.
Oh, he's surrounding me now. Are they moving?
They are, but there's really nothing they can do. So they're going to get here and squeak their advantage at you.
Guess what I'm going to do this time?
What are you going to do?
I'm going to fight aggressively.
Okay.
So I'm in my lane, and I'm adding 1 because I'm fighting aggressively, and I'm hoping to hit.
And do your glancing blow, your thing. Okay. So he's hoping that his share of the pain will work out here for him.
I drop these and these. And
So show them again. You tried 4
I'm
dice.
dropping the 2 lowest, and I have.
Put it on in the center area so they can see it.
Oh, up here?
Yeah.
Okay. Those are my roll. And since I fought aggressively, I was able to
lose the 2 crappy
2
dice.
degrees of ease. I lose the 2 crappies.
Okay.
And I have 11, which happens to be a success. Now it's equal to my target, so I only get my weapon damage, which with my bonus damage is 5.
Okay.
And I have share the pain.
So all right. So you have 1, 2, 3. Is that correct? It works on multiple opponents.
Yeah.
4, and you can't. Yeah, I guess you can't even get the guy behind you, because we're not really using a facing. So basically, he took a gamble. If he had missed, then he would have gotten pretty badly mauled.
Right.
But since he didn't, because he would have been negative,
Frenzied, yeah.
he would have been -2 on his defense die, which likely means he would have totally failed on all his dice, and he'd be in pretty good bad
So
shape.
now it's my defense, but I have nothing to defend.
Right.
Correct?
No defense, because they
now
went.
It's Mambo.
Right. Now it's Mambo. Well, they're too stupid to know better. They're going to leap in there,
I love it.
and they're going to attack you.
Okay.
All right. Your round.
I'm going to attack this guy here with my normal attack. Get rid of I have a 2, 3, and a 9. So I'm getting rid of the 2, and 9, 10, 11, 12. So 6 damage with share the pain.
Okay. Boot, boot, boot. This is a situation where you see a fighter in a plan worked out really great. His choices could have been much different. There could have been more rats. But the point there he made a real big gamble, which paid off. And it paid off fortuitously for him because, well, these rats were weak.
And there was only 6.
And there were only
100.
8 of them. So
yeah.
So this is what you're looking at. Now, as we fight into different and bigger battles, we'll start to show you more and more stuff. But the idea is just to show you how the basic mechanics work. Now, this is what you would expect. This is a hero character with balanced to a pile of little nothing rats. But you're constantly actually
3 damage.
Nuisance characters. But even at that, he pointed out he did take 3 damage from the point that. And I could have run fewer, larger scale, heavier rats. All things are great in the way you plan your adventure, but this is the point that it shows you. Even that, the little nuisance encounter was able to dish out 3 points of damage to him. If there had been a whole party of creatures here and a whole pile of rats, well, that creature there would eat him for lunch. But we don't need to go into that. But we'll start showing you more and more of how the mechanics work and how everything works. But the idea is, it's you saw, we essentially played 3 rounds in, I don't know, less than a couple minutes. And that's what we want to do in a game all the time. And sometimes, again, when you're designing stuff, it's never going to work exactly the way you want it and things, but that's why you work on these things. And a lot of it will be in bestiaries, and we'll do it in, because we've had a lot more experience on some of this stuff, but it's good to see how it works. Now, that was also a full-blown fighter who just happened to have right skill sets to deal with little creatures like that. If that'd have been a wizard or a rogue, yeah, they're more than likely to be a dead body. And that's kind of how the game knows. So that's the idea of having a good built-up party. Anyway, so that's what I wanted you to see. We're sort of getting you going. Hopefully this will do for today, and we'll be working on some more videos shortly and getting more stuff up there for you to see. So until we have a chance to speak again, fight me, devils, fight, for we hate peace.
Game on.